If you're considering a move to Hermanus, you need to know which suburb to buy in, and I'm here to help. Today we are in the most exclusive suburb of Hermanus, Fernkloof. Fernkloof is divided into two distinct sections, Fernkloof itself and Fernkloof Estate. Let's go and take a look at the map. I'll show you what I mean. Right, so here is our map of Fernkloof and Hermanus. This here is the main road that runs through from town on this side through to Fernkloof and Stanford and beyond on the other side. Obviously the golf course is bang in the middle of it all, and when you're coming down the main road, turn up this road here to get to the golf course. There's all the parking, and then when you want to go to Fernkloof itself, you turn up the avenue over there. And this section over here is Fernkloof itself, so the main parts of Fernkloof with all the big posh properties. And then you go up into Fernkloof Nature Reserve up here, and the other part of Fernkloof Estate, and you have all these villages like Lakewood Village over there, Prestwick and Merenseer, and there's other villages up on the side over there as well. Then just to the north of the golf course at the foothills of the mountains is Hermanus Heights. So this section over here. The golf course is 27 holes. I guess you can play all 9, 18 or 27 in one day depending on how fit you are. And right, so that's pretty much the lay of the land. Lovely ocean views from some of those houses over here, stretching from Quivita, Severs and down to Coral Rock over there. So let's get into the car and go and check out Fernkloof and Hermanus Heights. So there really are some absolutely stunning old stately homes and properties here in Fernkloof. One of the stipulations is that the properties, I should have shown you that one. The properties need to be at least 1,500 squares. So they're on massive pieces of land, and they are mainly built quite a while ago. So you have these really old stately homes, obviously a lot of renovations recently and upgrades to some of the homes, but yeah, this is exclusive. Well, the most exclusive area in Hermanus, so just enjoy and dream about these incredible homes. Now Fernkloof is just tucked between the mountain and the sea, and as you can see up there, sorry, a bit noisy. The mountain up behind Fernkloof, which goes up into the reserve with the hiking trails and all sorts of natural wonders of Hermanus. Fernkloof Reserve actually has some of the most unique fynbos in the whole area. The one incredible thing about all the fynbos around here is that there are some places where you won't find a different species. So there are a number of different species which only grow in Fernkloof. Look at this beautiful, that's clearly being renovated. What a house. So yeah, back to the fynbos. There are certain fynbos which only grow within certain areas and only on south-facing slopes and only in that reserve or this reserve, and it's quite incredible that the botanists have discovered all these different species that grow specifically here. So anyway, we'll keep that for another time. Let's concentrate on the houses and these beautiful big mansions. Just look at those. Sorry, just get lost here. So once we've done a quick trip around here, whoops, that guy didn't even look where he was going. So this here is one of the security estates in Fernkloof Estate. Let me just try and get away from this chap. This is called Lakewood Village. There's Prestwick Village and Fernkloof Village and a number of other ones. They're all typical, well, not typical estates, but they're all estates with security and boom gates. Okay, coming back down from Fernkloof Nature Reserve now, back into Fernkloof, and you can just see the sea up ahead there. So some of these houses, obviously, like got a bit of a double story or that, do have these distant sea views, and but they're predominantly dominated by the mountain backdrop. Let's just take a little drive down. Now, prices here, as you can well imagine, I don't know if you get anything for 15 million, so I think we're going to start at around 20 million upwards, and I think that there's one on the market at the moment for 35 million, hey yo, which is a beautiful home as well, as you can well imagine. So that's just down the bottom there is the main road through Hermanus, and we saw where Fernkloof started up there. So let's just take a strip down here and see some more of these beautiful big estates. Oh, don't know where to look. And here we have the side of the golf course, which clearly makes up the huge centre part of Fernkloof Estate, with the surrounding housing estates around it. It is an incredible 27-hole golf course. So one day you can play this 9, the back 9, another 9, and there is a wonderful restaurant and watering hole, as most golf courses have, I guess, and they do some fabulous pizzas and a really good Sunday roast. These are the carrying on around Fernkloof, and I must say the golf course is so special. Oh, look at that funky little place. With the mountain backdrop as well, it really is. I'm not a golfer itself, but I know golfers who say it is one of the most beautiful they've played. But then what golf course isn't really, hey? They're all pretty special. Those houses out there looking out onto the greens. Right, so we've come up from the main road and just come up to Innisbrook Village. This is one of the other security estates in Fernkloof Estate, and this is just alongside the sports club and country market here, which we'll definitely have a look at sometime. But Innisbrook Village and Fairbanks Village, and lots of screaming kids from the school. So just take a drive up there and onto Fernkloof Drive, which runs up right up to the top of Fernkloof, and that separates Fernkloof from Hermanus Heights. So I guess I should say that up at the top end here of the golf course, we've actually moved up into Hermanus Heights, and these homes tend to be a little bit more modern than Fernkloof itself, a little bit newer, Nonetheless, still some beautiful mansions, still some beautiful homes, but not quite as stately as Fernkloof itself, right here on the foothills of the mountains. So yeah, up in Hermanus Heights, and just take a drive up to the top up here and have a look at some of these epic views from the top of Hermanus Heights. Beautiful neighborhood. Triple story homes. And just some fabulous homes up here at the top. And this is the last of those private estates, the hillside village. Oh joy, the sun's come out. One of the other important aspects to know about Fernkloof is that there are some other local residents. Up there in the mountains is the favorite home of some really opportunistic creatures. They love to come and visit, empty your bins, and break into your house to in search of some food. Yeah, there is a baboon watch warning and there is a baboon thing, so do be careful, do be vigilant, but don't let it put you off Fernkloof. Okay, back up on Fernkloof Drive and a little bit of a better light, not shooting into it. And seeing some of these homes backed up onto the mountain here. So beautiful. And can't really see it now, but they do have some distant sea views. Elevation. That's pretty much a wrap from me from Fernkloof and Hermanus Heights today. If you have any questions about Fernkloof Estate or Hermanus Heights, feel free to reach out on my not so secret number 082 923 2395. I'm Howard Schenker, Agent 7200 here in Fernkloof.